Today, we are shining a spotlight on a local nonprofit that's making a meaningful difference for seniors in our community. Friends to the Elderly was founded in 2017 with the mission of providing companionship and support to elderly individuals who may not have family close by. Joining us today is Lindsay, President and CEO of Friends to the Elderly. Lindsay, thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me again.
Yes, absolutely. I've brought a friend with you here today. This is Olive.
Yes.
Can you tell us about Olive?
No, she's so...
So we got Olive the same year that I stood up the organization, and she just naturally started joining us for visits.
Yeah.
And so she's coming up on her 8th year of being my longest volunteer. She does a great job.
Yes, she loves pets.
Yes.
And I'm sure she gets a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
She is the sweetest dog ever. So obviously we want to tell people about the organization. We talked about when it started and that Olive is a big part of it. So what inspired you to create Friends to the Elderly? There's a great backstory here.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool story.
Yeah.
So my grandmother went to the nursing home during the last few years of her life, and we ended up becoming friends with one of her friends there. And when she passed away, we continued to visit her. Her name was Bee. And so Bee was our OG friend. She was an awesome lady, and we visited her for several years. And through that time, we met a friend of Bee's at the nursing home.
Aww.
And her name is Wendy. And so after Bee passed away, we continued visiting Wendy, and we still visit Wendy today.
And that's Bee and Olive that we just saw.
Yes.
And is that Wendy?
Yes, that's Wendy.
Oh my gosh. So this is just something that you have continued to do with your family and your pets over these years. What kind of, I guess, made you decide that it was important to continue these visits?
Well, I actually just found that I loved being there with the elderly, spending time with them, listening to their stories. Just, you can gain so much from our elders.
Yes.
Just listening to their life stories. And
yeah,
we, you know, paint nails and do lots of fun stuff together. But I noticed a lot of residents were lacking in relations from the outside. And I thought, you know, maybe there are other people that would be interested in this kind of a service project in our community. And it's just turned out really well. The only thing that really it requires is your time.
Right.
And it's pretty flexible because they're typically available most of the time.
Yeah, they're waiting for someone to, I love the photos that you provided because of the nails. You go and you paint the nails.
Yeah.
I just love that. So yeah, I think you pretty much just answered the question, but you know, volunteers, they're paired with like an elderly friend that they can go visit. How does that matching process work? Do they have to know of somebody ahead of time, or will you help them find someone?
Yeah, so I help them find someone.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll have people reach out to me and let me know that someone could really use some visits.
Yeah.
And then I'll look at my volunteer bank and try to make a good pair.
Yeah.
Typically with the same interests and hobbies and desires.
Yeah. So your own relationships, you gave us that really great story about Bee and about Wendy. How has that kind of helped you lead this organization? It's been going strong now for many years, and clearly you have the heart behind it. So how did you take your relationships with them and kind of, I suppose, model it for additional volunteers coming on?
Sure. So typically I'm going to be a big part of the process. When someone signs up to volunteer, I of course help find a good match. And then I will most of the time come and be with them when they meet their new friend and just go through that transition process. But I tell them my story and just talk to them about how it is and some of the different hurdles that you may face.
Yeah.
But the nursing homes that I work with in our area are really great. They want help from the outside to come in. So I have people that will help with bingo maybe, or
nice.
They'll bring in donations. I've had local churches will make scarves and bring them in for everyone. And just a bunch of different things, magazines.
Yeah, it's just so important that, you know, these folks are not forgotten about. I mean, you know, because I can only imagine the impact that these visits must have on the seniors that are paired up. Just describe that a little bit and how meaningful it really can be.
Yeah, so a typical day, I go weekly to the nursing home and I usually have my pups with.
Yeah.
And when everyone sees them coming, they'll come out of their rooms or they'll stop in the hall and want to give them a little pet. And the dogs might enjoy it more than they do because they love the attention.
I bet.
But we walk through and a lot of them tell me their stories about the pets that they had.
Yeah.
And they miss having the chance to spend time with animals. Animals are so healing.
Yeah.
And they bring so much joy. Try to bring the kids with, and they just love seeing kids.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to ask you about. I thought some of those photos you provided were just so sweet when your children are in them. It really must brighten their day to see the kiddos come and visit, because you know, for a lot of these folks, I assume, I mean, their days are filled with getting to spend time with pets and children. I mean, it's gotta really make a difference for them.
Yeah, I always encourage our volunteers, if you have animals, children, check with your resident, see if they'd like them to come in, and we follow whatever the protocols are at the local facilities. But they come and help with bingo too. The kids will come in and help play, and they just love it.
So people who want to get involved or volunteer after seeing this, because it really is inspirational, and I think what a great organization that really doesn't take too much of your time, too much of your money, but so fulfilling. What do they have to do to get started?
Sure. So they can go to our website, friendstotheelderly.org, and you'll just fill out your little application there, and we will process a background check. And then once that's complete, I will work with you to locate a friend for you to visit. And visits are, like I said, pretty easy because scheduling goes around you and your life. Everyone's busy, but we do try to commit to 1 hour a week minimum. Yeah,
and how fulfilling for a volunteer to be able to learn about this person and their life experiences, and what a great organization. So we had the website up there. We'll of course get that on our website. Lindsay and Olive, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We appreciate it.